Muted, sorry. Yep. I'm here. Yep.
Okay. Sabrina, can you read off the agenda what the first item is?
Resignation of Melanie.
Okay.
She was,
I don't know if we need to.
I was just notifying everyone on the board.
Yep, she sent in her official letter of resignation to Elizabeth Spinzia. So, and we also have a new member joining who would read on the agenda at all, or I think it's Amy.
Amy.
Is Amy on?
Oh no.
Can you hear?
Your connection is not good.
Yeah.
That's almost always caused by a poor internet connection or a slow internet connection. Wireless networks are notorious if you're not right next to your router.
She's on the road, I think so, probably.
So over cellular,
Yeah.
only if she was parked next to the firehouse would it work. It would work fine probably there, but she'd have to be right next to the towers, and the towers are on the firehouse. Don't think she's hanging out in the firehouse.
Uh-huh. How was your Cole? How was your site visit? How was your site visits, guys?
It went pretty well. It was pretty quick. I didn't really notice anything of concern. It seemed like pretty straightforward. Just like a small little staked out area where they want to put in solar panels, and it was elevated far away from any like water or anything that I could see. But I took photos, so I'm gonna look back at them and
Nice.
just kind of like go through and make sure that there are no issues that I can come up with.
Okay, nice. Sorry I didn't go to any of you guys. It's kind of like I couldn't get the babysitting on time.
Yeah, it's tough.
Kind of crazy.
Right.
But
Mhm.
I was really interested. I mean, I want to go to yours, Cole, but I was very interested on George, which is Violet Hill.
Yeah, very,
we
very nice property.
We wanted to buy that house.
Oh, you
when
did?
when we were shopping.
Oh.
Because I thought he had a lot of potential, but then we didn't want to get into. It's a small house, right? Well, looks like.
I didn't see the interior of it. It's hard for me to gauge from the outside the scale of the house. It's a lovely piece of property, though.
Yeah, the property is stunning.
Beautiful, mature sugar maples, a lovely drive leading to the house. It was actually rather substantial. I think was it 15 or 18 acres or something like that?
Oh, no, then no. I'm no.
It was
maybe it's not that house.
It's quite a large piece of property.
No, maybe it's not.
It's a Victorian house.
Yeah.
It's a Victorian house with an alley of sugar maple trees leading down a drive to it.
Wow.
Very handsome. I guess the biggest drawback is its proximity to the noise of 308.
Okay.
But it was very attractive.
Nice.
So I guess
Of the site visits that you guys just did, I think there's like one or two more of those projects that have to still have their site visit. All of the reports are due August 6th.
Okay.
Okay, so the reports that we, or like the site visits, like for example, the one on Morton Road, Isn't the deadline was supposed to be like today?
No. The reports need to be done before their public hearing, but the
Okay.
planning board likes to have the reports before their public hearing, because then they can look them over and review them, and
Okay.
it's not kind of just thrown at them and then they have to like quick skim through it if there's a big lengthy report.
Okay.
So no, I try to keep up on when they're due. Their public hearing date is August 6th, and Gretchen and I talked, and she wants the reports by July 30th.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
How long ago were you looking for a house, Gabby?
We just moved. We moved on October, but we looked for like 2 years.
Oh, it couldn't have been that same property then, because the
Yeah,
current
no.
owners have been there for, I think, something like 15 years.
Yeah, no. When you told me like it was a large property, like no, it might have been one that it's in Vile Hill, you know, in that road.
I see.
But for some reason, like I connected with it, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the house.
I see.
I don't know. We looked for so many houses.
Hmm. Are you happy with the one you picked?
I am. It's a perfect location. No. I'm happy with the location. We're in this neighborhood called Forest Park,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
which is perfect location. It's the perfect location. And, you know, we like more Red Hook schools, which is our district. You know,
Right.
we're right in it's, you know, the house, it's small. I would like to have certain things, but the backyard, it's amazing. We have the privacy. We love it. It's just, you know, it's our first home.
I see. Do you ever
So-
have yard sales when they do the communal townwide?
No, I haven't. I mean, I haven't experienced that since we moved in October. Like it kind of like when
Oh,
like,
right. Yeah, there would have been one that, coming
yeah,
up.
it would have been, something
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
but no, nothing. It's a bummer because,
Yeah, I went to the last 3.
oh, wow. Yeah. So yeah, good. That you tell me, because I didn't know a thing, and I have a lot of things that I would like to take out that are interesting. But yeah, we're just craving for socializing. We were so excited for summer, our
Yeah.
first summer here, and it's been tough.
Definitely.
I have 3 little kids.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's one just turned 5, then the other one is 2, and the other one just turned 1.
Yikes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 of them here myself.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
Emily, actually, my biggest is Emily.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just got in. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you want?
Yes.
Are you
Hey,
enjoying
Mark.
a life of leisure?
Hi,
at-
Gabby. Hey, George. It
Hello,
took me,
Mark.
sorry, I had some technical difficulties.
are you enjoying a life of leisure at sea?
Yeah.
I am very much so. Very good. I think we're short a quorum, I see, right?
Well, we had Rachel initially, but her connection cut out.
Oh, so I guess we're still short. So, well, you guys were just talking how you
Oh,
did
but don't you need 4 for a quorum?
4.
Yeah. So we're
We
good.
need
So we have
4,
4.
so we're 4.
Is she there? Okay. All right. I think somebody has to make a motion, I guess, to start the meeting.
Rachel did, but
Yeah.
she kind of like cut off.
Were there 4 people when she did?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, and then somebody seconds the motion, and we all say aye, right? Aye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
official. We started. So I missed the last planning board meeting, but I guess we got some more as usual, more applications. But you guys, how you guys were like your site visits?
Mine was.
I love it.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, nice. Cole, how'd yours go?
Yeah, mine was short and simple as well. I mean, I didn't notice anything while I was walking around, but I did take photos so I can look back and,
Oh,
when I'm writing the report and everything.
that's a good thing. All right, I have a sample to give you. And George, if you want, I have a sample I can send you of a report. You haven't written one yet. And then I think it's also good to go through, you check the Dutchess County parcel access, and then you can just, if there's wetlands on the property, that you can you can do a map, just print an exhibit that shows the wetlands. It'll also show the floodplains. That's what I get from Dutchess County. Parcel access.
The 41 Violet Hill Road project is sort of tinkering with the buffer zone of the property's wetlands.
Yeah,
they are encroaching on it to a small degree.
I think it makes it look good. So and I got your message, George, as far as, I know you wanted me to say a little bit more.
I wasn't trying to give you a hard time.
You really dug in deep, George.
Well, as long as I'm a member, we're going to be accurate with these house assessments.
Yeah. If you can give me any any historical reference, if you tell me what it is, give me the lingo, tell me what it is, and I can put it in the report and make us look a little better. And at least
You mean Tannery Place?
Report. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I could have made reference to, the era and architecture, or maybe it sounds like there was more that George had in mind when he sees it. He maybe take for granted that I'm not looking at dates in like centuries, and that's why I kind of referred to, in that case, the Historic Structures Committee was there. So I kind of felt like, and they didn't really say a lot about it either. It seemed like there was a mystery about it. So I didn't really want to myself go in too deep. I don't like to delve in too deep if I don't know. But if you feed me some information, I'll give it. I can't. So that I appreciate that, though, George. I don't have the agenda in front of me because I'm on my phone, so I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Going through.
Let me see. I think there's three houses or 3 projects that need to have a site visit.
There's 3 new ones that need a site visit. We need to decide on who's doing the site visit and who is doing the reports for them. Right. One of them being Ferncliff Forest. They want to do additional parking.
Right. Yeah.
Another one is Patricia Wind. She wants to do a grocery store or grocery market.
I would like to do that one.
That you want the market?
Yeah, I would like to do the site visit for the market. Yeah.
Okay.
I could I'll do Ferncliff.
That's a nice one, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Ferncliff is.
And what was the third one?
21 Cornish. It's a geothermal system.
Oh, I'd be interested in that one.
Okay.
I'll do that one. Yeah. What?
Get the dates set for any of those, I'd be happy to join.
Okay. Sounds good. And Sabrina, can you kind of just, I don't know, can you send that email? I sent an email last time with who's doing what, but I'm on my boat right now. When I get back tomorrow, I could do it, but if you can do it, that's great. And I know that Gretchen appreciated it, knowing who was assigned to which projects. That went well.
I can shoot that email out as soon as we're done with this meeting.
Great.
Perfect.
There was as far as the last projects that we were assigned. Well, everybody's done their site visits except me. I did the Tannery Place was kind of left over that had been hanging out, but there was another one that was assigned. Dunn, I think, was the name of it. And the planning board, I reached out, and right away I had received contact from the project contact, and the planning. Melody, I guess, said she wasn't ready to schedule a site visit, so I haven't heard back on that. So I don't know what's happening with mine that I was assigned, and I'll have to I'll follow back up with that site contact to see.
Also, don't forget, Mark, that you signed up for the lot line adjustment, that you just need to write a report saying basically.
I'm not writing a report. I'm not. We just said we're not interested in doing it, and I'm not going to write a report if we're not looking at it or doing it. So they don't get a report for one that we're just saying we're not interested. We're not writing a report. We're not giving them a report. Unless somebody wants to write one, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'd rather like write reports on things that we're doing. I think that was one reason why we passed on it.
Yeah.
We passed on it. Not to write a report that says something.
Yeah.
Even to submit something that says we're not writing a report. No, we said we're not writing a report.
Okay, and the 3 new ones, the Ferncliff, the ones that we just decided on who's going for the site visits, their public hearing dates are August 17th.
Okay.
So the report should be in, I'm going to say the 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
So far, it seems like we've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Gabby, did you officially submit your report, or was that a draft that you were sharing?
So that's I'm gonna fix. That's what I was asking. What was the last day that I should deliver it? I'm gonna do the changes that you send me. Thank you for that. Thank you for that feedback. And then I'll submit it. How am I supposed to submit it? Who should I send it to?
What I did was I just sent it to the whole committee with, to our whole board with Sabrina and CC Gretchen. If you can include Gretchen in that, then that kind of makes it official once she's got it, and that saves Sabrina from having to forward it to Gretchen.
I see, because I added Kathy in it.
Kathy,
and also Kathy needed some, like she wanted added some comments because preservation wanted to be there.
Okay.
But Kathy says, like, I don't think they need to be here because they're not touching the remains of the barn, the cattle barn.
Okay. Right.
So,
yeah, she's on the Historic Structures Committee. So I don't know. It's up to you whether you said you submitted it or not. I don't know if you think you've submitted it. Did you submit it or
no? I didn't add. I was gonna submit it, and then I'll submit it tomorrow, the latest. Or
okay. Yeah, I think that's a good way. I think that's a good way to submit it. It seems to have worked for me, just to see. And then everybody in the board gets it, and they see it submitted. Sabrina gets it, and Gretchen gets it, and then I think that covers everybody. Hey, Rachel, I see you now.
I am back. I'm in my office on my computer.
Nice.
So I have rejoined the meeting. How are y'all doing? Where are we at?
So I think that email, it seems to work. What we just did this past period where we sent the email out right away. That email, that kind of that template email seems to do the trick, and it gets the scheduling on our terms. And
that's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah. So we were all basically able to be included in that scheduling process and to provide our availability. And I feel like we're chasing it down. So I think that seems to work, and we should just keep doing it. So everybody who's been assigned, who has a new project now, just send that email out again, and I'll follow up.
Well, I can feel that. I think we as a team, we took more ownership of it, and I think that kind of like helped a lot. As as CBA, and I think I like it.
Yeah, we were very proactive, and the planning board had no really choice but to include us because we jumped the gun on it. We were first, as far as contacts on a lot of them. So I think that's it's just going to help us as far as trying to stay on top of them, because we're chasing after a lot of projects that are coming through the town.
Yeah.
Who needs to find out at the last minute? That's not working with me, because where I am right now. So, But yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And you know, the template of the report that I think we seem to be developing, it seems to be working pretty well, which
Yeah,
I'll send that to George.
And also the email that you sent, like the first contact to the
Yeah.
project managers or whatever. I
Yep.
think we should. I've been doing this templates as you give me those. I've been kind of like doing a Word document, a Word file. So maybe we can pass along that so that we
Yeah.
know that's the template for email. That's the template for reports. That's the template for, you know, whatever.
Right. And it gives the board a little bit of a character.
Yeah.
They'll just kind of expect that email. That's the email
Yeah.
that kind of broadly goes out, or that's the way the reports are, the character of the reports. And I'm sure George is going to bring us up to a much higher standard when it comes to any historical reference.
I will do my
Yeah.
utmost.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
so far so good.
That's good.
So where are we on the agenda, guys?
I think we kind of quickly, you know, we didn't really, I wasn't at the last planning board meeting, so I didn't get the presentations, and I don't have access to my computer to actually just throw it up like I did last time, where I just could say,
Yeah.
this is the project. But we just kind of briefly said, okay, those 3 projects. One of them was the Ferncliff
parking lot
expansion, and George said he'd
grocery
take
store.
that one. A grocery store on Market Street. Yeah,
Yep.
that Gabby said she would do, and a geothermal
Where are
project,
they
which I said
putting?
I would
Where are
do.
they putting the grocery market?
They said
Market.
I
Two
had
Charles
the
Street?
address.
It's 2 Charles Street. Yeah, I don't. That's interesting. Okay, so these are what are coming up, and
Yeah.
and people did did you guys go through the old business yet?
Pretty much. I
Okay.
said I'm the last one that didn't schedule a site visit. Melody said she emailed the project contact and said that she wasn't ready to schedule. So it seemed like it was on her as far. I think it was done. I think I was the one I used.
The old business is Edward Giuliano, a lot line adjustment on Route 308.
Yeah, we passed on the lot line
Pass on
adjustment.
that, right? Barry Entner, construction of a garage, septic fill, detached, all that 41 Violet Hill. You guys talked about that, right?
We didn't
that was
discuss
Gabby,
it,
right?
but I did make the site visit today.
You
Okay.
went to the site visit today. Any issues there?
Well, the proposed location for the pool house and the pool do encroach on the buffer zone between them and the wetlands on the property. I don't think it's particularly egregious, and I would concede that if they're getting permission to build the pool and the pool house, then that literally is the only place they could accommodate it.
Okay.
Right.
Where the infrastructure for the property, the way it's configured with regards to pre-existing septic, propane lines, and other buried utilities, it makes sense. It's not, I think, an unattractive location.
Okay.
The only other place they could possibly locate it, and Darren from Art of Building did mention that someone in an early phase of the project had said, well, why can't you put it over here? And in that particular location, it would then necessitate the removal of a large grove of mature locust trees.
Yeah, that does make
Its
sense.
canopy would be visible from 308.
Okay.
So I
And
don't
I
really.
think sometimes in those situations, they just make sure that you recommend that they use like those silt fences so that like no construction debris kind of gets into wetlands or whatever.
Okay.
Leave it at that.
They seem though to be very conscious of the fact that they were intruding a little, and that any runoff from the pool would be diverted away from it, and it's not a I guess I don't really know all the exact ecological terminology, but
it's not the wetland, it's in the buffer. It's a 100-foot buffer.
Well, the wetland itself is a seasonal one, really. Only in the spring does it actually become.
But what do they call it? I call it a buffer, but the town has a different term for it. The 100-foot distance set off of it. So, I mean, if that within that 100-foot buffer, if it doesn't look like environmentally sensitive, if it doesn't look
No.
like, that it's going to impede on the wetlands itself.
No, it didn't raise any flags for me. And I also think in some sense it will be returning the property to some semblance of its historical character, because the site of all of their proposed outbuildings are where the former Violet Farms greenhouses all were. And they're creating this cluster of outbuildings to evoke stylistically the look of a group of 19th century agricultural outbuildings.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. That's
So,
super nice.
Yeah, so I actually think it's one of those rare instances where a number of new construction buildings will in fact actually make the place look better.
Good.
Great.
So so these are all for comment at the next planning board meeting, yes? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. And
The grocery store, Rachel, is in Charles Street.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. So, and then next was done.
Cole looked at the solar project
On 9G.
9G. So he's still got to submit a report.
Inside, please.
Yeah, I'll have to write and submit that.
Okay.
And then Gabby
and
looked at the
any
one on
concerns at the Dunn
Wharton Street.
project?
The Dunn, I didn't get a site visit.
Oh, sorry. Which one did you just say Cole was writing up?
Oh, he
The
did.
Medor, or the solar project,
Oh, Gigi.
is for
Maduro.
GG
Okay,
Medor.
got it.
Yeah, and I didn't see any concerning
Okay.
aspects to it.
And
But I'll look back at it. I took photos and things and make sure that I don't miss anything.
okay. And
Yeah, I
so
mean,
Dunn we
I
haven't
would say
scheduled, and then Robert and Gloria Fox. That's the other one. Did that?
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay.
Right.
And did you guys talk about that while I was off? I don't want to make you repeat stuff.
No, nothing. I mean, I didn't see there's any concerns at all. They're
Okay.
just redoing the building, the existing building, the last of the buildings that they're left to
Okay.
remodel.
Yeah.
Simple
I mean, he's an
thing.
architect. They seem to know what they're doing. So.
Yeah. Durham or whatever, the architects didn't show up, but Bob ran us through the project. So it was
Okay.
quite neat. It was nice.
Great. Okay.
Good.
So do we need to, so the new business,
Gabby, in your submitting of the reports for the Fox, you have
Uh-huh.
to submit it also to the zoning board of
yeah.
appeals, because we do have two separate cases for that. We've got one going through the planning board and one through the zoning.
Right.
You can
Okay.
basically use the same report though. Just submit it to Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you send me an email to who I should be sending it to, like the address,
Yes, I can.
Yes.
so
Yeah.
I can
It's the
and
same
if you have,
report.
okay, just exactly that. I don't even
Yeah.
put the CBA.
just-
Okay.
Same report, but you're just sending it to two different. You don't have to write two separate reports. It's the same
Okay.
report, and it just goes to two
Different
different
there.
boards.
Okay. Yeah. Just send me the address, Sabrina, and I'll send it for sure.
Nice.
Okay, I will in a minute.
okay. Anybody else have anything else to be discussed?
I can say there was an update on the Pathways project. The Alta Engineering has been brought on board by the town. They did sign a feasibility study. They brought them in as a consultant, so that's started, and we'll see where that goes. They're looking at like 3 proposed pathways from Star Library to the train station.
That's great.
Awesome.
I think I saw a newspaper article about it.
Yeah, I think it was out in the Freeman. So looks like the board did pass that. So, and Alta is now on board, and they say it's going to happen in like 4-6 weeks, but we'll see. Well, as far as their study, doing their work,
Nice.
so we'll see. I don't know what else to report. Anything? Oh,
No.
did I see that we have a new member? What was this? Amy?
Oh yeah, Amy.
So-
Amy.
We have a new member. Does anybody know where this new member came from?
No, I was gonna ask.
The new member that I found out actually through Fred. Fred notified me that there was a new member. But she said that she doesn't want to start until the new year.
Okay.
So
Oh.
she's a member, but she's not going to be an active member until 2021.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Why? Why? But that is not kind of like unfair if we want to like she's keeping her place there. But what if we want to like there's
Yeah.
somebody that wants to be proactive? I mean, we still got it. We're half of a year. I know
think
it's
that-
COVID,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it's still 2020. It's a life.
And it's nice to have it's nice to have the help.
Yeah.
And I think we still have one vacancy then with her. If she's
Oh.
holding that if she's doing a placeholder till the end of the year, I think that leaves us one vacancy. Still two? Because I thought it showed us 2 vacancies without her.
It was 2 vacancies without her, but then she joined and someone, Melanie,
Melanie
Um,
is step out.
She left.
actually resigned. Yes.
She officially is gone. Okay. So if even as she's holding a place, it's a place that obviously we have a lot of extra places.
Okay.
So until we have them all filled up, I guess she can hold them.
Yeah, if that ever it's the case. Yeah.
Yeah, let's fill the other 2 before we worry about her. And
Yeah.
by then maybe she'll be on board. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I guess we're not really actively recruiting more members, though. They just kind of come our way, or that was said Fred
In the
brought in.
past, we've put flyers up and stuff, but I don't know how effective it's been. I'm not really sure where folks come from. So
I still like the idea of having another student on the board.
Yeah.
Cole, I think it's a good opportunity for any high school student to participate.
Yeah,
Cole?
I can look into that more. I mean, it's a little bit more difficult now that school is like,
Oh yeah, but
tell them
just
what
let
it's
them know.
exciting, like this is the place to be, Cole.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, you might know somebody who would be worthy of coming on and be interested in doing something like this.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's actually really, really exciting. I'm from another country and like experience like this sense of like community and like that people is involved in the town decisions. It's a pretty big deal. And also like you get to know people that you don't think you would know. Like Bob
Yeah.
Box, I didn't expect to know somebody like him. And
Right.
so this space gives you those tools that are like very special, and
Yep.
and especially like from coming from the school. I mean, it's like I would love to have this in high school or
Yeah.
so it is pretty
Mhm.
interesting because you get to know a lot of people that it's far down the way with experience and knowledge and all these things, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's amazing the beautiful places that people have.
Oh yeah.
You get
Oh
to
my
see
God.
spots that you didn't know were right there. I thought Tannery
Yeah.
Place, that was pretty cool
Oh my
spot.
God, yes.
Yeah. So what do you got, Rachel? You're gonna give us the update on what's the local market looking like?
You guys, I'm working 7 days a week. I've got
Oh my God.
I gotta get off and get back to I had a multiple offer situation come in tonight at 6 p.m. So I haven't timed things very well, but not a lot of sellers and a lot of buyers. So
Really?
it's a very
Yeah.
interesting time. Yeah, I listed something, at 385, we get 450 cash. I list something,
Wow.
something listed at 750 originally it's going into contract at 865.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Listed at 1,055,000 that are getting going to sell at 1,600,000 and 1,650,000. So, you know, it's
Okay.
quite active. I have, ever since we went into phase 2, I've been working nonstop. So I barely made it to this. And so I apologize if I'm scattered and not prepared, but I'm doing the best I can to hang in there.
Yeah,
Are you also getting a lot of people looking for houses to rent here for the summer?
I don't do a lot of rentals, but if you have rentals, people will rent them.
Yeah.
So Airbnb, whatever, I think people will rent because the market is too heated. So they will, rent while they, figure out if schools in the city are going to reopen or if they even want to go back.
Yeah.
My daughter and I went to the pool for an hour tonight and ran into a couple that, just bought a condo. They just came up 30 days later. They live here because they just wanted out. So that stuff's happening.
Yeah.
New York City's not the place it was. Everything that I'm hearing is really quite sad about the city. So, we're just seeing, because of all the reasons people have originally come here, the proximity to New York City and, that it's accessible and, a lot of people here are from the city but the lifestyle is so much, is dramatically better than it is there. And the food's good here and, whatever, all the reasons we all live here, people are flocking and, it's a very interesting time. But it's, people are there's a lot of change happening and, a lot of people are just not sure where to go or what to do. And it's pretty interesting times for sure. So, we're working hard to try to get people in place, but, it's, there's not a lot, but things are coming on, because even here people are making decisions to, either they need money and so they're going to take advantage of the market and they're going to list it or, whatever it is. So.
But what do you think, Rachel? Is it a good time to but I'm assuming if we want to sell.
You want to sell?
We just lost Gabby.
Just in case, it's just my neighbors.
Want to make a quick 50 grand, 100 grand.
It's amazing. My neighbors in front of us, they were going to list it at 315 before COVID, and they're still getting bids above 375. And it's nonstop city people that it's just trying to get it, and is similar size. It has stunning kitchen, but people is just desperate.
Well,
I mean, you can't buy something in New York City for $400,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to get a house it's a totally different mentality. So, as a real estate agent, we always try to, we give people our opinion of value or what we think of the market, but those are just opinions. We don't make the market, and we also can't really stand in the way of, a changing market. So, the market is whatever people are willing to, write a check for, and people are coming here with from a different perspective. That's why everything originally, I feel like all these houses in Catskill, things for 200 to 400,000, they just bought them because they just wanted out. And and that's just not a lot of money for people in the city. And then in this area, some of the higher price stuff took a little bit longer, but we've got people throwing money at that stuff. And if we lose people or if they go other places, it's just because we don't have the inventory that they're looking for. And then, I don't know if they'll stick around or if they'll rent for a while and wait for the right thing. And
it sounds like there's going to be a lot of very unhappy people finding contractors next year.
Yeah,
that'll be a problem too, for sure. I mean, there's all there's new construction happening, and I think people with construction plans, they're getting pushed out. So it's wild. We see a little bit of everything because, you know, some people, you know, you have some people that really want to be here, or people maybe that were looking before and didn't make the decision to buy. And then you've got people that like, they don't care. They'll go to New Paltz, they'll go to like they'll look at, you know, they're not necessarily like, it's got to be Rhinebeck, which, you know, in the past you had a little bit more of, but so anyway,
Wow.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But if you have Rhinebeck, if you have real estate in this area, you know, you should be grateful and enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember,
Yes.
Gabby, you got to live somewhere. So if you sell your
No,
house,
yeah,
now-
that's the thing is like now I'm thinking like if we would have knew that, we probably would like try to like start building or something. But we just were like amazed how quick things turned
Yeah.
on. Like it's
All right, I actually have
yeah.
to go because I do have to
Okay.
get some things done, but
Will we pass a motion
is
to
somebody
end?
going to the next planning board meeting to report on any of these
Sure.
things? What are our
I'll
dates?
try. I just
I'll
gotta
try
gotta
too.
remember to look at the date. I just,
Okay.
last time they sent me an email to like to connect with the Zoom, and I didn't get that. So I just kind of missed it. I didn't have
Okay.
my eye out for it.
Sabrina, when you send the minutes, can you remind us of the next planning board meeting and remind us of the next date of our meeting?
That'd be great.
Our next meeting is August 13th, and the next planning board meeting is July 20th. They are now doing 2 meetings per month.
Yeah,
Right.
they're
Well,
busy.
oh, 2 meetings per month? It's not like every other month they have 2. It's every month now it's 2.
It might just
Yes.
be based on their need.
Yeah, because Rachel's so busy selling houses, all these new buyers got to
It's gonna
change
be
their
a lot of
houses.
projects.
Yeah, Kathy told me that they're insane. Yeah, they're going
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Does somebody want to call the meeting to close?
Yes. Motion to close the meeting?
Yes. Aye.
Yeah. Second.
All
All
right.
right.
Let the record
Nice
show
hearing from you guys.
close. Have a good
All right.
evening.
Good to see you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right,
Appreciate your
have a good
Yes.
night.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.